introducing you to one of my clients from Sid West Multicultural Services, Peter, who is the head of marketing and communications, to share his valuable insights with partnering with me. So what shifted for you the most during the Rewire for Success leadership program, the moment where you realize this is working?
For me, it was the middle phase, which was the 5 1-hour one-to-one coaching consultations with you, Vanessa, because that's when we could really apply all the theory that we got from the group workshops before that, apply it to myself, and then work on daily incremental habits and wins. And to be more specific, it was so simple, but it was you opening my eyes up to not just thinking of myself as a marketer, because that's what the title says, and that's the department I work in, but broadening it way out and saying, you're a really good connector and communicator. So for me, that was, as simple as it is, maybe other people, was a light bulb moment, gave me the confidence and just broadened my worth and capability.
Yeah. So what does that give you as a leader? So when you not put yourself in a box and go, well, I'm only this or I'm only this, what did that actually give you? What was an outcome?
For me, it gave me, if I think in relative terms first to the leadership team, it almost felt like it gave me, okay, this is my unique point of difference and role to the leadership team, not just in marketing projects and conversations, but I'm going to be the one who's going to connect the dots when different leadership people are speaking about their own different things and bring that back to our staff and the organization. I'm going to be that person because I've been pretty good at doing connecting the dots in previous roles. But we need connecting the dots right now as we're going through a merger more than ever. So it's like, at that leadership meeting, beyond my marketing projects, this is my job too, and I'm going to do it.
So it gives you permission then to step outside of just the marketing communications to go share ideas and ask curious questions. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah. More permission, more things I can feel I can contribute and talk about. Back to that worth, what I can offer. I'm not just going to give you marketing strategies or marketing advice or ask you about how you can help me with marketing stuff. I'm going to talk about stuff that requires communication to our staff, to stakeholders. I'm going to put my hand up when I think we're maybe a bit disjointed or siloed. So, and that's not just to do with marketing, but when we're just being siloed generally, because when things are siloed, that's not great. So yeah, it just elevated what I can contribute to.
So what is unique or different about this program versus other development programs you have experienced?
It is the ongoing nature where you are putting the theory into practice, and then you're also given a little bit of homework. So there's accountability. After the 4-week program, where we were in a boardroom 4 Mondays in a row with a leadership program, presentations, tools, models. I mean, that was great because we, got pen on paper as well. We're discussing, not just learning from you. With those type of things, it's okay, it's done. Go apply it yourself or see you later. It was then spending 5 1-hour sessions with you to then get all that, but apply it to me, and then start actually implementing things. Not again, just you telling me things, but okay, implement it, write it down, put it in your calendar. That for me is what has been the biggest difference. And I've done a number of leadership programs, management programs, do not have that at all. Great theory, great discussion, you get a buzz, it's short-lived. This was 4 or 5 months ongoing with practical, easy to implement habits.
Oh, that's fantastic. And it is amazing, just the 1% difference. It's not doing lots of things. It's little small shifts that can have a really big impact in just 90 days. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I think I know I would rather 5 minute things to do than 1 or 2 monumental. Because when you have to add that monumental to your 5-day-a-week workload and your personal stuff you got going on, it feels like a really steep mountain. Whereas,
Yes.
yes, those incremental things kind of feels like an average kind of gradient upwards. Like, yeah, day by day.
So, Peter, before working together, what was the biggest challenge or something you were feeling stuck by as a leader?
For me, it was self-talk in my head, thinking of the past feedback I've gotten in other roles, thinking about could have done this better. That was always just something I've dealt with as a human, not just a professional. So that in my head, kind of self-talk always being there, that was kind of just a bit of a blockade.
Would you have called that like an imposter syndrome, or how would you describe that?
I wouldn't have said imposter maybe previously, but with this role, I've had a bit of a career change. Certainly that imposter monster came up, but it was more about as well just I don't say negative, but unhelpful self-talk, glass half empty, rather than helpful, maybe more glass half full self-talk.
What practical habits or tools made the biggest difference to your confidence, clarity, or influence at work?
One of them, going back to what I was saying earlier about that middle phase of the consultation, coaching sessions, sorry, I should say, with you, the habit was what you called, what we called, I choose statements. So going back to that self-talk, rather than reflecting on past or not what you're not good at or what you think you're not good at, well, I choose to speak up more. I choose to be curious. But also the great strengths you have. You are a capable communicator. You are a fantastic connector. And it was that you said, let's do this now. Peter put in a post-it note. I said, post-it notes don't work for me. I put a little 15-minute digital reminder in my calendar every day at lunchtime. So very easy to do it when I'm not in the middle of work. And as simple as saying some words to yourself, I found it really helpful because I've changed it from negative to positive self-talk.
That's really powerful. For someone considering this program, what would you say to them about the difference it made to your leadership and well-being?
Have an open mind, roll the sleeves up, and prepare to have some fun. Because when you join forces with other people, like that's when it gets really exciting and energizing. So we were all sharing our own personal vision boards. It was less about the technical inputs on those boards. It was understanding those people better as human beings and then feeding off that energy. Like we were laughing and having jokes. It's very rare we had that kind of buzz and connection as a leadership team, whilst also understanding them better as colleagues and people. So, how to better connect with them moving forward. That was a great finale. I didn't expect to have such a fun and kind of buzzing kind of session when you're presenting back lots of stuff.
What does that give you and the leadership team?
It gives us clarity and understanding of how individual people are and how they're wired, what works for them, what doesn't work for them, what gives them energy, drains them energy. So you know better how to approach someone. If they're not great at 2 o'clock, don't go to them at 2 o'clock with, some really intense type thing. If they're blunt because their job requires them to be blunt, because they're black and white, don't take it personally. It's not about you. That's just what that job entails. And I kind of got that realization with our CFO. I'm like, okay, great. Don't take it personally, or he's not being rude. That's just what that role or task requires. So great. I go in there. I don't come out bothered or think there's a personal thing going on there. That's just what it requires. Great. We all just want to do a fantastic job. So it's just about awareness. As simple as that sounds. Just having awareness.
I love it. Thanks, Peter, for sharing your story. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's been great. Thanks, Vanessa.